it is noteworthy that Pakistan has in fact had a competition regime since 1970. I mean, the CCP in fact replaced the old style Monopoly Control Authority, which was set up in that year under an antiquated law called the Monopolies and Restrictive Trade Practices Ordinance, albeit at the time it was done, it was really a modern piece of legislation. Unfortunately, circumstances conspired against MCA, and except for its first year and its last year, its performance was really less than optimal. As opposed to the normative and prescriptive nature of the previous law, which is the MRTPO, this new law requires the Competition Commission to take a reasoned approach, to be non-discriminatory, to protect competition, not competitors, to actually engage in studies to promote competition, and to engage in advocacy through various means in order to create an awareness of competition issues and to promote a culture of competition. Now, what has actually happened in the last 2 years since the promulgation of the Competition Ordinance 2007? I'd just like to summarize this for you very, very briefly. Now, apart from enacting this law, the government, of course, appointed qualified, eminent, and capable persons, and I can tell you that's true, as commission members. Bill Hawachich, who was the former head of the U.S. Federal Trade Commission in the United States, that's my equivalent over there, who is now actually a member. He stepped down from being chairman, and is the renowned guru in the area of competition, has actually openly acknowledged that the Pakistan agency is the best outside the OECD. So the government deserves some degree of congratulation for having appointed the right sort of people. I hope they keep it that way. The Commission, after it came into being, moved very quickly over a broad front and actually started with the very first thing, which is put in place the full set of regulations. And that was necessary in order to operationalize the agency, because the law is an enabling law. It needs the regulations and the rules to make it work. The Commission has been very active operationally and has taken decisive measures against cartelization in various sectors, collusive tendering, abuse of dominance, unacceptable concentrations, and deceptive marketing practices. The parties affected by the actions of the Commission include several banks, cement companies, the largest refinery, the stock exchanges, cellular companies, a government-sponsored trust, several leading newspapers, a professional association, and 2 fertilizer companies owned by an army trust. There are a variety of other steps which I haven't mentioned, which are underway. In addition, more than 100 pre-merger clearances were given by the Commission, and we act very quickly. If somebody comes to us for the approval of a merger or a major acquisition, it really takes, if it is a straightforward thing, not more than 3 or 4 days. And only, I think, 1 or 2 cases were taken to the second phase, and those 2 were cleared within 15 days. One, I think, with some conditions attached to it. We've had about 200 potentially competition-reducing agreements that were exempted by the Commission on grounds of economic merit under the gateway provisions of the law. I'm trying to say is that we are not here to stop anyone. We are fairly progressive when it comes to looking at these things. We just have to make sure that things are okay, and that the competition issues are not unnecessarily disturb the issue of competition is okay. Now, we have a set of frequently asked questions and their replies, merger guidelines, fining guidelines, procedural guidelines, all published and on our website. Extensive advocacy efforts were also undertaken, including 6 sessions of a competition consultative group that comprises senior business and financial sector executives, representatives of sector-specific regulators, some academics, and some media people to give us feedback on what we are doing and whether we should mend our ways in some way or the other. Now, clearly, much has been achieved in a rather short period. I can tell you what we've done is many competition agencies in the world would take close to 10 years, I would say, if I'm not exaggerating. It seems antitrust has arrived in Pakistan and is here to stay. Worth noting are the 4 pillars underlying the Commission's approach. Adopt an enlightened and progressive approach, encouraging business growth, without which we believe Pakistan would not be competitive in a globalizing and privatizing world. 2, we like to facilitate and assist business enterprises in resolving problems in relation to compliance with the law. It's a very business-friendly stance. 3, we strive to be transparent, albeit we respect the confidentiality of business-sensitive information. And we have procedures in place to ensure that. We endeavor to be professional and efficient, reducing both our own enforcement costs and the costs of compliance on the part of business enterprises. And that is all I have to say at present, and I would be happy to respond to any questions or comments later. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Globalization, its implication for Pakistani business and entrepreneurs. May I now invite Mr. Irfan Mustafa, Senior Vice President and Managing Director, Yum Restaurants International, Middle East, North Africa, Pakistan and Turkey region.
Assalamu alaikum. May I start by thanking the hosts of this get-together. Vakar, of course, an old colleague and a respectable professional. Farooq Saab, also from MAP, Farooq Hassan, and of course TerraBiz, the event organizers, who always do a fantastic job. So thank you for giving me the opportunity to come here and share my thoughts. It is a matter of great pride for me to have been provided this unique opportunity to speak to such a distinguished audience comprising of highly successful professionals and of course patriotic Pakistanis. The subject at hand is globalization, its implications for Pakistani business and entrepreneurs. Friends, this morning I'm going to make you a little uneasy. Okay? Move you out of your comfort zones. Do some painful and straight talk, straight from the heart, kind of defining reality, calling spade a spade, and then outlining a call for action for all of us. This may hurt some of our pride and evoke an emotional response, but I hope